Welcome to World Transits Today. I'm Art Granoff. It's November 15th, 2022, post-election week. Let's trip out today with 3 current long-term outer planet transits and their friends, highlighting them with current events. Let's start out with Saturn square Uranus. Saturn's BPM2, stuck, rigid, and confining. Saturn encloses, tightens, frustrates. But not only these constricting experiences, Saturn's also strength, high value, and security through a system or tradition. Uranus, BPM 4, is liberation, rebellion, birth. A revolution towards what's fresh, quickly changing and exciting. Uranus steps up, bringing change that we like. Also, Uranus can be too open, loose, or unconcerned. And thanks to Trickster, bringing change that we don't want. Just when the bath is going well, someone let the water out, and I can't find my towel, and I can't find my way home. Saturn, Uranus, the delicate dance, where Saturn can lean on you, telling you what's important, and you better listen up. Referring to something about a bottom line that must not be crossed, or there may be trouble. Uranus, a free spirit, is unconcerned with demands, reaching for the sun, breaking through all limits, welcoming change. Saturn, keep going, remain the same, driven by our good old problems, stress and worrying. Uranus, released from what was towards what may be. Last week's election, the big clash of opposites. The political landscape, big clash of opposites. To the Democrats, Saturn Republicans are holding us back, shoveling money to rich people, making America great again. For who? And to the Republicans, Uranus Democrats are out of control. They're zombies or un-American, helping regular people vote. What's wrong with them? I have Saturn square Uranus in my chart. In youth, the classic battle, repeated in numerous homes with families since before time began. Here's the 60s generation gap. What my parents want me to be, Saturn, versus what I want to be, Uranus. Some of us welcome their concerns, opinions, fears, and life choices. Some say, no way, Jose. This air is stifling. I'll light out on my own. Saturn, Uranus, 2 opposites combine. What's more natural than that? Let's add the sun. November 1st through 21st. That's 3 weeks with Sun, Saturn, Uranus, T-square. What am I identifying with? Sun, Saturn, personal responsibility, or a fear-driven reality? Or Sun, Uranus, personal breakthroughs, or Prometheus, unbound? And just for today, we add the moon. Looky here. Special day to rock our inner and outer person with our longtime pals, Saturn and Uranus. Moon Saturn, emotionally secure, or from Ren Butler's The Archetypal Universe, instant hair-trigger discomforts. And Moon Uranus, open emotionally, or instant emotional change. The who needs you archetype. Thank you, Saturn and Uranus. Jupiter conjunct Neptune. Jupiter increases, grows, is confident and gracious, though may get too gracious for her britches through overeating or too much of everything. Just ain't enough. Now, Jupiter conjunct Neptune and friends, or I need a new drug, one that won't spill. Look at this. Here's Sun, Mercury and Venus conjunction in a mini grand trine with Jupiter, Neptune, and Pluto. Neptune, BPM1, imagines, melts consciousness, while welcoming unity. Neptune can also deceive through an idea or fantasy that easily collapses. What we think is real hasn't got legs and turns out not to be true. Audacious Jupiter with harmonious Neptune, a good pair for expanded consciousness, melting the barriers between all beings, leaving us in the wonderful state. Though watch for Jupiter getting too big or too much. And Neptune, let's keep the flight of imagination going. For drinks or potions, loosening boundaries, all right. Though just till later. Sun trine Jupiter Neptune, personally released through melted consciousness. Mercury trine Jupiter Neptune, thinking, reading, writing, communicating through imagination or fantasy. Venus trine Jupiter Neptune, the human heart on melted consciousness, shows that we're more than just what we think or what society tells us. And right in the middle, it's Pluto, Hades, the underworld, a thick chaos. Something's turning over towards a rebirth or transformation. How about the sun sextile Pluto, being seen, standing out in the crowd, or way intense, leading with control or domination? Mercury sextile Pluto, the capable mind seeking what's hidden, or an intellectual domination. Venus sextile Pluto, rich sensuality, voluptuous sex, or a love and control freak, also passive aggression. And Jupiter sextile Pluto, a law unto oneself, an emperor or better than ordinary, causing elevated trouble. Think Senator Joe Manchin with Jupiter square Pluto in his chart. And finally, Neptune sextile Pluto, Neptune Apollonian, the melted state, also known as euphoria, combined with Pluto, Dionysian ecstasy, hot, sweaty, and virile. A huge 6-planet package, a mind blower for sure. Where do you fit in? Uranus trine Pluto, Uranus again, BPM 4, sudden change. Pluto, BPM 3, happens in the dark, harnessing elemental energy like fire, earth, air, and water. The power of propulsion, keeping things moving as the great impresario. With us, very little and helpless, Pluto's intensified energies driving us through the birth canal. How's big me to get through that little space? It's impossible, but that's Pluto. With Uranus-Pluto transits, we referenced 2 distinct times of action. Here's the end of the French Revolution, 1798. We see Uranus opposite Pluto. The 1960s, 1960 to 1972, Uranus conjunct Pluto. And now, 2022 to 2032, Uranus trine Pluto. And tomorrow, November 16th, the launch of Artemis 1. There's the rocket next to the full moon last week. And in case you haven't been following it, Artemis 1 is the first of 3 missions planned to send humans back to the moon by the middle of the decade. It's exciting and difficult. Artemis 1 has all the dazzle of the earlier race to the moon in the 60s, a giant rocket with powerful thrust and an unmatched element of daring. It's a big undertaking with many delays so far. And last but not least, Uranus conjunct Pluto, Raphael Warnock. Born in 1969 with Uranus conjunct Pluto in his chart. And here's his transits for December 5th, the runoff election day. Pluto trine Uranus, Also, Pluto opposite the sun. Go, Senator Warnock. And that's it. Thanks for joining me at World Transits Today, everybody, covering the three major ongoing outer planet transits. Watch World Transits at my site, Reference Astrology. Hear the audio version at Apple Podcasts. Contact me directly at Reference Astrology for a birth chart and transit reading, where we explore the planetary archetypes. Place them on your chart, revealing your personal transits to see what's up for you.